What's going down, YouTube? Seymour LO6. How everybody doing? I hope everybody had a nice, beautiful New Year's. And we're going to start my New Year's off with an interview by Easy Mel. I think it's a month old, but it's new to me, so I haven't seen it. So hop right into it. If you guys are new to the channel, like, subscribe. Yeah, man. Let's get this.
Hi, good evening, good morning, good afternoon in some parts of the world. Of course, we're here in Dubai, the Atlantis, and so far I'm very lucky and humbled to be with one of the...
Before I start, I like doing his interviews because he's super chill though. My dude is so chill, so I like his interviews, see where he's at in his head. And you never know, in interviews you never know what's going to happen. And we already know that he said he got an album coming up. So that's why I like to check updates on him. It's the newest one I've seen, so let's go.
Musician of this modern day and age, none other than SB, right? Easy Meal. Okay, I was just SB. Easy Meal. So Easy, how do you find Dubai so far?
It's awesome. It feels good to just see how a lot of things have changed, because the last time that I was here, I was actually really tiny. I was like probably like 7 or 6 years old.
Oh, okay. So you were actually in the Middle East.
Yeah.
And how long did you stay here for?
Probably like almost a year.
Okay.
Stayed for a little bit here actually.
And what can you remember? Can you remember those days?
I remember that the Burj Khalifa was not here yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just remember seeing Burj Al Arab,
Right.
and we haven't even gone back to the place or like visited the old area that we used to live in.
Okay.
So looking forward to that if we get some time.
To be visiting that. Yeah.
A lot of the improvements have happened throughout, like, the cityscape. It's crazy to see the improvement and how how it's just now so solid as like a city. Is such a lot more welcoming as like a tourist place. That's good to see.
Okay. Now when you go back.
Has it been a minute since you've been in Dubai or something? Because he's talking about how much it changed and stuff like that. So it's been a minute since you've been out there?
To Las Vegas and start talking to your friends about Dubai, what's the first thing that you'll tell them?
Well, I would actually tell them how similar it is to Vegas in terms of like the spaciousness of the roads and like the construction and architecture of like the roadways. Like we were in a bus ride on the way back home to the hotel, and we were saying like this roadway looks like I-15.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so-
Yeah, I think also because Las Vegas was also built in the middle of the desert, right?
Yeah.
And that's almost the same here. So I think in terms of architecture and weather and roads,
Yeah.
maybe that's where the similarities comes in.
Yeah.
Now going to your music, when did you start? You write your own materials, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. When did you start doing that?
I started writing my own music when I was in college, but it was like, just rough drafts of like trying to make metal music,
Okay.
like death metal songs, but I didn't necessarily like go full throttle or like commit myself to making like actual music until I dropped out of college.
Okay.
So, yeah, when I dropped out of college, I was living in my grandma's house, and that's when I started like making like full albums and EPs of like songs, but they were like metal, and then that's how I started.
Okay. Now I was just wondering, your very first music that you composed and that was published, how was that? What was that?
It was more so like just dabbling into the online community of like, bands. So I would like make a lot of friends in terms of like online. They were overseas, so like I have some online friends in Italy, some in Australia while I was in the Philippines, and I had like 8 bands that I was involved in.
All right.
Like something like that.
And each band was different from each other, or when it comes to genre or things like that, or they're similar?
Kind of similar in a way, because like if you go into like the branches of metal, there's a lot of subgenres that goes into it. So one band was probably like black and deathcore. The other one was like just regular deathcore. The other was technical death metal. The other was brutal death grind. So like just like making it super specific like that, but more so a lot.
See, that's why I like interviews like this, because I didn't know he doing death metals and all that stuff. See, that's how I learned. That's why I like doing these interviews about him, because I'm learning. He used to do metal and all that stuff. That's see, now he's grown as he writes and stuff. Pretty dope.
Just screaming and just like brutal, instrumentation. So.
And those were the first ones.
Yeah.
And then now eventually most of the music that you come up presently has this wonderful lyrics of heroine, or lyrics of wonderful people and values and everything. Where did the change come from, or how did it come to that?
The change came about to because while I was in my grandma's house, I was in Urdaneta City.
Okay, Pangasinan. Yeah.
I was there staying at my grandma's place, and a lot of crazy things happening within that time frame. But my papers were also being worked on. So when I got to the States, that's also when I started considering making the metal music's not really making any money. So I figured it was more so just like a hobby type of like a musical journey. By doing that, I learned a lot of things for like making songs and such. So when I transferred my skills over to like making rap music and pop and R&B, it kind of translated in a way to like knowing how to work around like the computer softwares and then building instrumentals for like mixing the vocals on top of the instrumentals. So that's how it translated in terms of like a skill set. So basically the metal beat kind of was like a training ground. And then when I went to the rap and stuff, it just worked out. There was some adjusting had to happen because mixing like rap and pop and R&B, you have to be a lot more clean with it because you're obviously using your clean voice, not like a harsh vocal or screaming. So that's a little bit of adjusting, but that's how it turned out to be. And then in terms of writing the lyrics too, you have to get a little more personal, something that regular music listeners.
Yeah, I remember in one of your songs where you says that even when you were still a kid, you were already bullied. I was just listening to that song just on our way here, and as I said, wonderful lyrics. Now, how would you like your fan to remember you? Let's say 15 years, 20 years from now.
I would say, the line I would take from that is not actually that original, but like the line that's popping up to me right now is a line that Joyner Lucas said in the song that he had with Eminem as like an underdog that never lost hope.
Underdog that never lost hope. Wonderful. Nice.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Now I know that you're performing tomorrow, right?
The day after tomorrow. Okay. And the tickets are sold out. I mean, we can't even get tickets ourselves. And yes. Your lineup on that particular performance, which will be day after tomorrow, was this prepared beforehand, or you're just taking it randomly, or is there any particular message that you'd like to say to your fans when you do your performance? What I'm gonna say to my fans, probably they would have to, because it'll be streamed live on KTX and so they'll be able to witness what I will be able to say in front of everyone. And I'm just excited to perform in front of a stage that big. So it's just an honor to be able to share that stage with everyone else. And yeah, I'm just anxious, excited, all of those feelings wrapped up into one. I'm just ready.
Okay, right. Well, we look forward to that, and we'll look forward to more of your wonderful songs, wonderful lyrics to come. Thank you.
Man, super dope. I didn't know he did metal at first. I didn't know he from metal, from rapping and stuff. Like, I didn't know that. That's super dope. Transferred to a dope rapper, man. Super dope, man. And I hope you guys enjoyed this interview. If you guys want me to do more interviews of his, let me know. I definitely do. I mean, I love to. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. But yeah, like, subscribe, all the good things, man. LO6 is out of here, man. And I'll see you guys in the next one.